Some believe that growing up is to gradually break free from the shackles. Fate sets the most brutal rules for us, turning day into night, leaving the future dwelling in but the lingering warmth of dreams. Thus, our weapons clash, burying the remnants of another setting sun and welcoming the next rising dawn. Then, when the cage shatters, once and for all, may gentle flames envelop the shriveled flowers, with their song echoing in the embers. Hello, welcome to my channel, and hello again if you're a fan of Genshin Impact, yay! This isn't the first Hoyoverse thing I've done on the channel, but I figured we'll check out the Arlecchino animated short, which Genshin has never done before. It's never really done an animated short before, but I'm really excited to check this out. This one's called The Song Burning in the Embers. I'm excited for this. As per usual, we're going to try not to pause too much the first go, and then afterwards we'll go back and we're going to break down the animation. Yeah.
You were born into this world all alone.
Habit.
But here in the house of the hearth, you will grow up to be strong. Your goal is to learn.
Oh, this is pretty. It's like a stage.
To defeat all your brothers and sisters in battle and become king.
Hey, that's a little... Ooh. Wow.
Where's Perware? Didn't she want to hear the story?
Everywhere?
Excuse me, Mother. She's doing a funeral for her spider.
For her spider? Wait, that's Arlecchino.
Maybe her curse is flaring up again.
Oh, her hands.
Clairvy, see to her.
Oh, okay.
Perriware, that's her real name.
I want cake.
Oh, this animation's so nice.
You want some?
Sure. You must know spiders don't eat cake.
Oh my god, child Arlecchino, I didn't know I needed this. Oh, so...
Sunbeams filter through the foliage. Flames grow with immortal courage. And I hope you won't be changed
Ah,
by
this is so pretty.
nothing to fear, so go alone.
Do mothers usually argue with their daughters?
Ah,
I've heard that in Snezhnaya, colored light dances in the sky at
hey,
night.
this isn't Snezhnaya.
When
where is
we're
this?
grown up. Shall we go see it together?
Oh, you're dead. Oh, I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have said that. It's... Is it the curse that her eyes are like that? Ah, here we go. Mass cut to the depression. Love to see it.
You will be a great king.
Oh, snap. That's trauma.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
We got the Hunger Games up in here. Here we go. Let me do spells, I think. Oh wait, no, this is
I should
Fontaine.
have pruned this flower long ago.
God.
Not waited till it wilts. How grotesque. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh snap. He is not happy. Oh, you fool. Arlecchino's a polearm user, not a sword user. Silly you.
Innocence and kindness are such beautiful qualities. Sadly, they're all so useless.
They're kind of matched, actually. There's gonna be so much to talk about. Oh my god.
A bird tied down will never fly the nest. You are no exception.
Chris? Wow. I want to know more.
Surrender. Let your mother guide you, and you shall become the one true king.
You should have said that the anime opening's playing. Holy shit! Oh my god, you're popping off! Oh my god! Ooh! Oh. Oh, the music's swelling and everything! Oh fuck! Oh my god, I'm pogging. And she usurped her. Now behind bars.
She killed the Harbinger?
Oh, she was a previous Harbinger! Oh my god! I call that a skill issue, to be honest.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa
Oh,
has decreed
the jester?
as follows. I hereby pardon
Oh my
your
god, Scarab.
crimes
Sorry.
and bestow upon you a new name. This title and its legacy of bloodshed are now yours to bear. My poor, mad, cursed knave.
Come with me. I will raise you as my child, like a strict and unfeeling father.
Really distancing herself from Mother. Ah. That was wonderful. I've already seen the characters teaser. So, lots to talk about here. Okay, so I don't really want to get into Genshin lore in here because that's not really the focus of my channel. It's not really talking about lore or anything. You know, I could, you know, talk about writing rather than lore, but that's besides the point. I digress. So, let's. That was amazing. Let's take a look at what we have in the trailer here. Not the trailer, in this short. So I mean, okay, so before we actually break everything down, from what I gather, yeah, this is the tragic backstory for Arlecchino. I think it's so interesting because all the harbingers that we've gotten playable have always had some sort of sympathetic, like something we can root for rather than being a complete irredeemable person. Yeah, I just find it really interesting because up to this point, we know that Arlecchino is a caring parental figure for children. She genuinely does care and love for children, but she's also not shy from doing terrible things, right? In the name of something good, obviously. But it's still a fact that she will kill people who she deems as evil, you know, and people who manipulate others to take advantage of others, who harm children specifically. Um, that's a no-no in her book, you know. So she's kind of in this gray area, and I think that's lovely because the game needs a lot more gray areas to make it more interesting. This character is one of them. Okay, so we start off in the House of the Hearth. That's the orphanage. We're born into this world all alone. who is speaking here? I do not remember if it's the mother or if it's, you know what? I don't. Doesn't matter.
But
You're born in this
here-
world alone, but here in the House of the Hearth, you will grow up to be strong. Your goal is to learn, to compete, to defeat all of your brothers and sisters
you're
in
in the
battle and
house
become a
of the
king.
hearth.
It's not about the community. It's about, I mean, it's about growing up together, but it's also about that ruthlessness of you are better because you are, you are successful, you are worthy of your position because you are better than others. Specifically, strength by overcoming other people, your comrades, your siblings, your people, rather than that community, that bond that makes you strong. No. You're strong alone because you were born alone. There are people in this world that you have to defeat and overcome in order
You
to
will
become
grow
strong.
up to
So that's like that's how it used to be.
strong.
I'm assuming.
Your goal
So that's how the House of the Hearth used to be. It's this orphanage that takes people in, but eventually you're gonna have to best all of the other people in battle, and then become the new leader.
goal is to learn, to compete, to defeat all your brothers and sisters in battle.
Yeah, like that.
And
This imagery is
become
wonderful. Yeah. You see
king.
everything in like in a picture book format, the little rabbits, right, and all this, and we zoom out, and it's a storybook. Wonderful. Also, this looks such like it's so professionally made. The amount of jank, there is no jank. All the characters are on model. They have a nice art style. It's all colored like a seasonal anime. And the movements,
Where's Pear Where?
honestly, a lot of frames. I was expecting less frames,
King.
but it's wonderful. Also, yes, so that mother was the one that's teaching all these children. And as we all know, we don't like this person. We're not supposed to like this person. Whatever she's saying here is not true. But she's, you know, putting all these ideas into these doe-eyed, gullible children who will believe anything that a parental figure is going to tell them at this age, right? So they grow up to be inspired by this. They grow up wanting this, and thinking that it's right.
Where's Pear Where?
Here, where?
Didn't she want to hear the story?
Excuse me, Mother. She's doing a funeral for her spider.
Does she have a pet spider or something? We know that her boss fight's gonna be spider based. Like she looks pretty spider based. Yeah, she also has this thing going on about like prey and hunt. Like, okay, but that's outside of the short. Let's stick to the short. Let's stick to the short.
That
Baby
child.
Orkino.
Maybe.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the curse is flaring up. So we don't know what this curse is. I'm sure we'll figure it out in the game, but it seems to be corrupting her body, turning it black. We don't know what that does to her. I'm assuming, like I mentioned, I mentioned in the reaction just now that her eyes being in that shape. I thought that was like a glow up era. To be honest, I don't know. Like I thought that was just a thing, but no, it's probably part of the curse. You see, parts of her hair are also a little bit black, and now that we know that in the game, like her whole arm, like both of her arms are just black. And here we see it was just the fingers when she was a kid. Which means that this is a curse that's spreading to all parts of her body, from her skin to her hair to affecting her eyes. I'm really curious about that.
Maybe her curse is flaring up again. Clairvy, see to her.
Clairvy.
Okay.
She's really sad about this. She's sad about a spider that probably was her pet, and that means she has compassion. She cares about even the tiny things, even little insects. She cares about the life of those. She cares enough to give a funeral for it, even to skip a little story that she wanted to hear. And of course, we have this little cutie.
I want cake.
Yeah, so how should I say? We're made to be endeared to this character, only to kill her off because that's yeah. We have 7 minutes.
You
Silly.
want some?
Sure.
He's wearing Oh my god, that looks like a flower in Fontaine. But yeah, yeah, this does take place in Fontaine. I forgot. Yeah, Arlecchino wanted the cake just so she could leave it for the funeral for the grave. She doesn't. So this characterizes her. Not only does she even hold this funeral in the first place, but she's also giving part of her own food to the deceased pet spider, which tells you that she's not only empathetic, she's also selfless. She would sacrifice anything. Well, I don't know about anything, but she is willing to sacrifice something for something practically meaningless. Like this is just a show. The spider isn't going to think anything of it. I don't think anyone else in the orphanage is going to think anything of this gesture. You're just missing out on a piece of cake. But the fact that she's doing this shows that she wants the sentiment, which means she cares about others to the point where she's willing to bother with sentiment, not just practicality. So that means mm, this is a character that I'm willing to extend my relatability to. This is a character I want to root for because hey, look, she cares about things, and other people around her probably don't.
You must know spiders don't eat cake. Oh, yeah, I know.
I wish we had lyrics for the song, but well, we won't break down the song. But it's a nice backing track for us to show a bit of a montage. Okay, so we're we're made to like this girl over here on the left. Arlecchino is a bit of a quiet type person. She looks so emo, but I mean, probably because of the curse, she's probably really distraught all the time. I don't know. She loves cake. Okay, they're growing up together. They're friends. They hang out with each other often, eating fruit from the trees, catching fish, doing activities in the orphanage together. You know what this reminds me of? It's like there's memes of being like boys when they see a cool stick, they'll just show it off to like their friends and the boys, and they just go, "Yo, check out this cool stick! It looks like a sword." And then the other boys go, "Oh my god, he's got such a good stick!" Or like a rock. Like, "Whoa, look at this rock! Pretty cool rock." Arlecchino showing her a fucking fish. It's just probably going, look at this cool fish I found. Isn't it cool? And then they go just going, oh yeah, that looks like a great fish. Reading a story together in the moonlight. Uh, the book is so big that it's sitting on both of their laps. It really shows how small they are. And it also serves as a bonding moment because they have to share both of their laps in order to hold this book. It's such a big, cold world, but also it's kind of beautiful. The moonlight's casting down upon this window here. They're sharing this moment. It may be a vast world, much bigger than they realize, and a lot colder, than they want it to be. But at least they have each other. Even have little dolls. And then you got some blood, from, I suppose, treating her curse or something. We don't really know why. Oh no, she's injured, so they're patching up. Cause remember, cause what I'm assuming is it's a Hunger Games scenario, from the mother in the beginning saying you have to defeat everyone else in battle, right? So it's like, okay, you're teaching kids camaraderie and friendship. Well, not friendship, but camaraderie, learning from each other, but there's no emotional connection, and so they're trying to best each other in battle or something, and so these people are getting hurt because of it, or these are not injuries from just doing daily activities. We just did a flash to a bunch of different daily activities. He is not hurt doing any of this. So all I can assume is that these are from battles.
Do mothers usually argue with their daughters?
Relationships, pretty rocky. Arlecchino looks to the side. We don't even see her eyes. We don't know what she's thinking, but what she says, she definitely has some opinions about this. So her mother, their mother would argue with their daughters. I suppose they don't always see eye to eye, especially with all this trauma going on in the background. Opens the window to a vast, beautiful sky.
I heard that in Snezhnaya.
The wind blowing and everything, the music. This is your this is your it's a pseudo I want. You know, and look at so this scene is what I would consider an I want song in musical terms, right? When in a musical your main character would um sing a song about them wanting something, and that's like the main thing that they're going to be chasing after throughout the rest of the story. You know, a botched I want song can be really bad for the character because it's right at the beginning and you might mess up the whole story. This reminds me of that, you know? It's this declaration of, you know, I have a dream. You know, the situation's tough, but there's something, there's the light at the end of the tunnel that I want to reach, and I want to reach it with you.
Colored
It's one of
light
these
dances
moments.
in the sky at night.
Oh, it's an aurora borealis and
When
Snezhnaya
we're grown up,
when we're growing up. Oh,
shall
so
we
pretty.
go see it together?
And to share this bonding moment, you know? She's all excited for the future, not traumatized at all, still alive. Her eyes are filled with wonder. She's like, maybe I can reach it too. Maybe we will get through this. Here we are. Oh, I love it when shows just like match cut someone, especially like their facial expression before and after. Before trauma, after trauma. So she's more grown up here. We don't even see what's happening yet. We just see her shocked face on blood. He's going in for a hug.
You will be a great king.
It will be a great king. I assume that both of these are the last members in this batch of the Hunger Games. And well, guess who came out on top? Right? We have this out here in the foreground. Is this smoke? Yeah, but we have this in the foreground to hide the fact, you know, to hide the reveal that we're gonna do later. We don't see Arlecchino's eyes, but we do see her lips sort of close. And the smoke clears, and it's just this this it's also a beautiful shot because we see the sun setting, or maybe the dawn rising? Don't know. Something. Sun's in the background. And they're placed right here in the middle as the smoke clears for a grand reveal. From the back, we see the blade, quite a long blade, it just goes right through. My god.
I'm sorry.
Sighs, a lot of emotion in that sigh. Now, the final words. I'm sorry.
You.
Thank you. Honestly, that might be my final words too. If I were to suddenly die and I was with some loved ones or friends, I'd honestly, if I only got two sentences to say, two things to say, those are the words I would choose. I actually thought about, like, okay, not to sound like a psychopath, but I actually did think about that recently. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's a coincidence. Arlecchino's also not perfectly, you know, unwounded. She's got a wound right here, so they actually did fight quite a lot. Can't even see her eyes again because, you know, easy way to mask the emotions. We don't see the eyes, we don't know what the character's thinking, but we can absolutely guess. See her reflection in the upside down. Her world's turned upside down now that she's had to kill her best friend, and it starts to rain. Wonderful. Is that a decrepit wasteland, the aftermath of the incident? We hear the piano coming in, and the choir. Slowly making her way up the stairs. We see her feet sort of step one by one, and then the blade comes into view. Wonderful build up. And we zoom out and we see our target looking at some wilted flowers here. Oh, we get to see her shadow coming in. Oh wow, it's not even a straight line. She's not ever coming in. Like, look at the shadow. It's not a straight shadow. We actually get a sense of movement by it swaying from side to side. That's cool. And she's just standing here. Oh, that's a great shot. We see her shadow walking in, and then on the top half of the screen, she's in the middle here. The window framing her, and the garden on the side. Two different kinds of flowers on both sides. Wow.
I should have pruned this flower long ago.
Should have pruned this flower long ago, not waited till it wilts. How grotesque. She doesn't like that. We get to know
Not
her
waited
values
till
here.
it
No
wilts.
value in a wilted
How
flower.
grotesque. Wouldn't you agree?
And also, dead people. We prune out the weaklings. Only the strong shall remain. That's her whole thing.
How grotesque.
And we get this lovely. She says something disagreeable. Asks a question, do you agree? We get her. Arlecchino doesn't have to say anything. This is wonderful visual storytelling. Arlecchino doesn't say anything in response. We just see her foot slam down on top of the image of her target here. And it's filled with such intensity. This is like rubble and dust coming up. She's not happy. She does not agree. That's great. And she immediately rushes in. Really good. Woo! Sorry. Really good smoke animation. Wow. Arlecchino is coming in with a blaze as Mother puts up a shield. Determined look. Angie. She is smug about this, of course. She's actually putting up a fight, right? This isn't a one-sided stomp or anything.
Innocence and kindness are such beautiful qualities.
Innocence and kindness are such beautiful qualities. Sadly, they're also useless. So this tells you all you need to know. Yeah, this tells you all you need to know about this character. I'm sorry, I don't even remember your name. I probably don't want to anyway. Because you're an asshole. Right, so this basically encapsulates everything that we've learned about this character so far. Subjecting these kids to this sort of thing. Wants to prune out weaklings. Innocence and kindness. She acknowledges, they're beautiful. Sadly, this is the real world. That's what it's giving me. It's like, I agree that kindness, it's a beautiful thing. And innocence, these are lovely, but it can only exist in a perfect world. But we do not live in a perfect world. Probably she's been traumatized in the past before. Maybe a previous mother or father has done the same thing to her. So it's like generational trauma. The cycle keeps going. She grows up. Maybe her learned experiences taught her that the world is a cruel place that's irredeemable and you should conform to it. And so instead of trying to be kinder, she conforms to the natural harshness of the world and just goes, yeah, you know what? No such thing.
And kindness are such beautiful
They're
qualities.
useless. Those aren't the qualities that you should be focusing on.
They're all so useless.
I like that.
They're all so useless.
Look at this foreshortening! Wonderful. And then we see Arlecchino's sword in response scrapes through the ground. That is cool. It's thrown up here. No chance to breathe. Coming in. Ah, the camera tracking. A pyrovision? Does she have a pyrovision? Like in this moment? I mean, surely she does, of course. Then how could this happen? She's on the back foot here. She's been running. I love the fact that the camera actually pans like this to show this perspective. Because you don't really do this kind of thing in 2D. So whenever it happens, it's like, whoa. He's fast. Arlecchino is still angry-faced, and the mother is still kind of smug. A bird tied down will never fly the nest. You are no exception. She doesn't approve of Arlecchino as the next king, even though she probably won all these duels, all these battles, but she doesn't approve. A bird tied down to innocence and kindness, people who care about life, people who don't, conform to my reality. you will never succeed.
By the nest, you are no exception.
Obviously, tilted by this. This is probably her curse. Because this does not look like Pyrovision stuff. This is not fire powers. No match for her. This is the low point. Is she defeated? No, she is not. The music kicks in. You know, the song that I think this might be the same song from before. I mean, it should be. And then we see the wilted flowers, and she gets reminded of what she's fighting for here. Get a close up of her face as she realizes. Not quite a smile. A smile? Oh my god, I don't know. But she realizes, and she's like, no. No, this is not it. I won't be killed by a person who's like this. You know, I need to enact vengeance.
Let your mother guide you.
Let your mother guide you, and you shall become the one true king. You know, mother knows best. You don't know anything. You're a child. You haven't experienced the harshness of life. I will teach that. I will beat that into you, or else you'll never succeed.
You shall become the one true king.
Unfortunately, there are a lot of actual mothers who are like this in real life. Really sucks. She's active. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what's gotten in her, but she's suddenly just activated beast mode. Right? She's coming in. She's doing all these attacks, and she's moving. I don't know where this comes from. Is it her resolve, or is this a power? Honestly, it doesn't matter because it's really cool. Right? When she starts to realize that no. Her opinions doesn't matter. This is what I know to be my reality. You know? Whatever opinions you have, it doesn't matter. If they are harming others, then this is what you get. You know? It's like, you are that ideology, that is the reason why my friend is dead, and why I've been put through such suffering. And so when I realized the scope of this, that you don't matter, that your opinions can't hurt me, that your words can't hurt me anymore if I fight back, this is the Arlecchino that realized that. So that manifests in her ability to just dodge everything, because she realized that if she really tried, her mother can't touch her. You know, she won't let her get into her head. Or anywhere on her body, really. Blocks it, dodges it, blocks it. Thrust. Been cut here and there. Catches. Uh-oh. And we hear the choir. It kind of sounds like children singing. It's the collective memories and all the hardships that she's had to face. All the people that's been killed because of this woman. Mother. Look at this. This kick is so powerful. It caught me so off guard when I first saw it. Have a slow-mo of that, shall we? Falcon Key. Oh my god. Okay, this is probably why it's so powerful. This is the frame before. This is the frame afterwards. Usually, if you want to communicate the power of a like, for example, a kick or a punch, the less frames you have in between explaining their movements. Like, if you wanted a less powerful kick, you'd probably add 1 or 2 more frames after this, just showing that, okay, the leg's going up like this, you know, it's like that, so it softens the impact. If you want to harden the impact, boom, you don't give it any frames. It's fast and strong. Oh, that's cathartic. Oh my god, all the glass shattering as soon as she gets up there. Pew! Yeah. You got the delayed impact, right? You hit first, and then there's a bit of a blur, and then everything. And we get to sink in with the impact as we see, you know, her getting stuck to the wall. My answer comes in. Oh, the music's swelling in, activating her power. We're zooming in. Uh-oh, she's coming. She straight up said, yeah, no. To the question, the mother just being like, "Huh, let me guide you." He's like, "No." Love that. Girl boss. This is the face when you realize you fucked up. Harbinger? Harbinger got fucking loaded by a child.
She killed the Harbinger?
And obviously she's arrested for this by the Fatui, I think. Probably because she murdered someone. Yeah, okay, this isn't Snezhnaya because we see the Aurora Borealis. I think that's what it's called, okay? I'm not a science person. But this is the thing that the friend wanted to see. So the fact that she's been brought here, because she wasn't in Snezhnaya before, or the only person from there, the only person who's related is the Harbinger. And she's the one managing the House of the Hearth. So now that she's killed her, she's been brought here, and now she can finally see it.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa has
Of course, she's been
decreed as
crowned the
follows.
next Harbinger
I
to
hereby
replace the position of the one she just killed. Who are here? Okay, we got Scaramouche. Oh my god, he's so cute. Look at that oversized freaking hood. Oh, we got the Jester in his majestic form. We actually got Rosalind back there. We got Senora, and we actually got Capitano, which is very interesting. Why have we chosen these specific characters? I get the Jester, but why did we get these specific characters? I don't know.
Pardon your crimes.
I hereby pardon your crimes. The Syriza says, you know what? I'll pardon you. You just have to join us.
And bestow upon you a new
You'll be
name.
reborn with a
This
new name.
title and its legacy of bloodshed are now yours to bear.
My poor mad
My
cursed
poor,
name.
Mad cursed name.
Oh, very nice thing to say. And here is the resolution to all of this. We see a lost child, bruised
Come with
and lost,
me. I will raise you
and
as
she
my
just
child,
adopts them.
like a strict
A strict and unfeeling father. Again, it's this distancing from the term mother because mother is probably giving her a lot of trauma. She doesn't want to be anything like her. She wants to be different. She wants to be someone who actually cares about the children. And the Arlecchino that we know now definitely does. But yeah, she's doing all she can to not become like the someone she hates. Becoming a parental figure that breaks the cycle, that actually helps the children. They're still Fatui operatives. She still brings them out on missions. They all do covert work and do the dirty work for the Fatui, but she does it in a way that actually cares about the people. The people that she brings in are loved and are cared for, and instead of strength being based in literally how strong you are and literally how much trauma you're willing to fucking bottle up because you're killing everyone that you love. It's instead in the community. It's in the sibling, like any sort of rivalry is a sibling rivalry, doesn't go that far. And any ambitions here are more so like, let's work together, you know? I don't think it's a coincidence that our first House of the Hearth sort of characters are Linny, Lynette, and Fremine, who are a family. They're always together, and they're always talking about how much they care about each other. And we always see how much they care each other as family, and how every time they bring up their father, it's always in a positive light. Or any negative light is as negative as just a parent who's gonna scold you for doing something reckless. I just find it really interesting how we're seeing someone break that cycle. Yeah, this was wonderfully animated. The voice acting was great. The music fits so well. And this is their first proper animated short in a while. Like a full 7-minute animation. Very impressive. I really want to see them do more of this. I don't know how much this costs, to be honest, but with a more $1 billion that Hoyoverse has made, I don't doubt that they can do it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and this breakdown, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!